everybody, this is Peggy for Cropstop.com, and I've got something all new to show you tonight. You're not going to believe this. Those people out of ProvoCraft have been busy, and you know I love my cuddle bug. Look at this awesome card. Now I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's no big deal, but wait till you see what we used to make this. Here's just another little version of it. It is called, it's brand new, and it's called the All-in-One. This is what the base of it looks like. Now I know that still doesn't make any sense, so let me just start showing you some of the cool stuff. This is going to be your new plate. You're going to have two separate, and I'm going to call them embossing plates. They really didn't tell us what they're called, but we're going to call them embossing plates. I need to move that one up. So you have the innies and the outies. Remember we talked about that. It's just like a regular folder, an innie and outie. The really neat thing about this, oops, almost moved. When you buy your embossing plates, you get a set, and there are 10 different embossing plates in here. I got to get my finger down in there to get that out. There we go. Let's see if I can get them out of there without spilling them. Do you see all those individuals? Now, each one of these has a clear side and a green side, the innie and the outie. What's so cool about this? Well, you can take these individual little embossing plates and put them any place on your card that you want to, which is really great for card makers. We'll all be excited about that. But the other neat thing is now scrapbookers can use these on their scrapbooking pages because they've got little sections that they can use to emboss right around their picture. Well, let me just show you some things here that you can do. Well, let me do this. That one was called Thank You. This one's called the Monogram Serif. It's all the different alphabets, and it has a few little shapes down here. And so you get all of those inside of there. I don't know if the camera can really pick that up without a glare. But what do you say? Those are probably like the inchies. So those of you out there that do the inchy cards, you've got these little doodads you can do now. And then the other one I have is called Celebrate. I'm not sure how many total they have. I'm thinking there are 5 different ones right now, but I'm thinking as time goes on they'll come out more. This has actually been my favorite. It's the Happy Birthday one. So you get one plate, the big one, which is your 5x7. It's all cupcakes. And then the individuals, oops, I spilled it out. We have little cupcakes, and you know, banners are real big right now. So you've got Happy Birthday banner, Celebrate, and individual little ones here. Oh, and there's Wish. I didn't see that one. So we can do corners. We can do just little sections. Well, let me just show you. Let me move some things here, and we'll get started. Now, this is going to be your all-in-one plate. This is going to actually take the place of your A plate. You know, on our regular cuddle bug, when we're doing embossing, we have this big white one we call the A plate, and that's exactly the same size, thickness. So we won't be using the A plate. Now, when you get this, it comes with your first little embossing plate, so you can kind of play with it, but I wouldn't say just get that. I'd go ahead and buy the whole dealie so you can start really going to town. They've made it real easy for us that are challenged, you know, like me. Green goes on green. So let's say I've decided this one's the one that comes with it. I'm going to put it there. Now, let me show you what I did wrong so you don't do that. I did this a couple of times with the big one. Now, I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. It is horribly embossed. I mean, horribly. And I'm like, what in the world is wrong? I tried putting extra cork in there, some paper shims. I'm like, what in the world is going on with this thing? Well, the problem was I didn't have my plates matched up in the right holes. I didn't count my little holes. So it was off-centered so that my innies and outies weren't pushing on themselves, so I got this yucky mess. So make sure you line them up properly. Now, the way I found it's easiest, let me move the cuddle bag back here. I lay this so that my little knobs are up right on top, and then I close my lid, and then I know it's right where it needs to be. Can you kind of see? Let me put something behind there so you can see. Do you see that clear one right there maybe? Does that help? I don't know. So there's that one, and then of course the green one's over here. Then all you're going to do, just grab a piece of paper here, stick your paper in like so, wherever you want it. If I say just wanted that up in the corner, put that right there and close it. Now, there have been a lot of people complaining already, of course, that they could not get this to work properly. They kept getting creases and when they were using their regular B plates. The sandwich is going to be a B plate, your all-in-one, and another B plate. Now, if you use your little B plates that come with your cuddle bug, it is not going to give you a total coverage of pressing. There's this whole like inch and a half or inch or something left here. I think, I'm not a physicist or whatever, but I think that's the reason they're getting creases, is because this is then bending when it gets to the rollers, because there's nothing there to keep it from doing that. So I pulled out my long embossing plates. Remember, these go with your little 12 by 12s and your long embossing or die cuts that you can use. And I did the same thing. I did a B plate, all in one, and another B plate. If you look right on the end here, it says insert first, and it even gives you the purple arrow to know that. So that's what we're going to do. Let me bring the Cuttlebug in here. Let's stick it in there, that side first, like it says. And then you see this is going to be pretty evenly all the way across. I'm going to get a good pressure all the way across there. So let's just give her a roll and see what happens. Voila. And there. Now, on this one, and you can try different papers, I don't know if you can see, there's teeny weeny little creases right there. Can you kind of see? I don't know, can the camera see that or not? Not really. But there are like little creases. So you are going to get little creases. Let me show you what would happen if you use the little plates. It's going to be a lot worse. So I'm going to stick it right back in there. Just do it on the other end. And let's use the little plates. And let's just experiment, because that's what these videos are all about. Let's try it and see. So there's that B plate. That piece of paper really wants to be embossed. It's sticking on there. So again, we're going to stick it in with the arrow that says insert first. We're going to run it through there. Let's see if it's any different. Yeah, it does crease it a lot worse. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's really creased bad. And really bad here. This isn't quite as bad. So I would suggest, highly suggest, that you use your long cutting mat and your long embossing mat, your B plates, for your extended Cuttlebugs, and then you won't get that. Now that you see how that works, you know not what to do. You want to make sure that you line them up so you don't get this scummy look, and you want to use your long plates. Let's do a little playing around here and play with some of these and make a design. I'm just going to lay these over here, and I'll put these up here to get off the table. So let's say, I'm going to take a piece that you'll be able to see. Let's use this gray one. And, oh, did you just see what I did? Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, well, I'll figure it out. It's like a puzzle. You're not supposed to do that. All right, I'm going to put this one here. I can find the holes. Make sure that's going to work out. And then again, the way I do it, because it's the only way I could figure it out, I'm going to lay that on top of there. And then I'm going to close my lid, give it a little press, and now I know that they're even. I'm going to stick this in here, and I want it right in the corner. Okay, B plate on the bottom. Oops, wrong ones. See, that's why I shouldn't have these on the table. So we're going to do our extended plates, B plate, all in one, and B plate. Let's see what happens. And this is really interesting. Now I'm already seeing that that paper is sliding down through there, so that might be a problem. But let's check it out and see what it looks like here. I'm wondering if maybe Cuttlebug will come up with some of those little cushions to put under there. Yeah, see, this one did crease just a little bit, but you know what? When you put that on your card, you're absolutely not going to see that. Let me grab an ink pad and just go over that ink pad to paper technique and show you how cool that corner is right there. All right, I just grabbed a real quick, the Memento London Fog, and I'm just going to lightly go over this so you can kind of see the embossing. Boy, that ink pad's really wet. I normally wouldn't do it like that, that's for sure. I would use my little phone. But do you see how that did it up there? So obviously you can't see all that little crease right there because of my ink. But it's not going to show up if you use those extended plates. Now, let me just real quick show you what else you can do here, because this is the whole purpose. Now that I've messed them up, I may not be able to match them up. Let's see. Well, for heaven's sake. There we go. Okay, so then say I want, for instance, that little flower there, and that one there, and what's this one? That's another little flower, if I can find the green part. Well, you don't want to drop these girls. I'm telling you, they're a pain in the hiney to find when you need them in a hurry. And let's put, will that one go there? There. And then this has to go that way. All right. Now, let's close those and get those connected. Okay, they're connected. Now, let's bring in another piece of paper. I'm going to put it right here. Close her up. B plate. All in one B plate. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's just like anything that you've cuddle bugged in the past, your paper weight is going to make a huge difference in the kind of technique that you're going to use. You may have to put a little slice of paper in with a piece of wax paper or something of that nature. Oh, now, do I not have that? See, I don't have one of them right, maybe. Well, there they are. Do you see how I was able to emboss? But I don't know why that one didn't work. Let's check that. Well, it should just go. Oh, I didn't have it in there right, I bet. Yeah, that's what it was. But look, so I can just do these all over the place. Let's go back and do this one. Let's just put those two in there. We'll do this one more time just so you get the gist of how you do it. You know, this is the new Slender Cuddle Bug, for those of you that maybe haven't seen her. Really nice, a lot less weight to carry around if you're going to crops and whatnot. And the other nice thing is the handle will fold inside so you don't break it off when you're traveling. Makes it very nice. Let's see if that worked any better. Oh yeah. See, it makes a huge difference. Now I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. But over here, I did not have the embossing plate right over the top of it, and I didn't get a very good emboss. Here, it was perfect. So I got a really nice embossed area there. So what's really cool, again, is that this is a plate that's a little bit bigger than a 5x7, and I can put, if I wanted all 10 of these on here, you know, I can come back in and stick these bad boys all over the place. If you don't drop them all over and not know where they are. Let's see if that one matches there. So see, we can keep adding them. Now, everybody else might tell you there's a different way to add these, but this has really worked well for me to be able to put them on there and close it and make sure they're in the right holes. Otherwise, you're going to have to count. Oh, that one's going to move up a little bit. There we go. So, are you getting the idea? We could put that in there. We could just keep adding all 10. And here's the other cool thing. You're not limited to using just what's in that kit. I could bring letters in here from the monogram set. You know, I could pick out my name, or I could put hi, and I could add that to it. So your creation has just exploded that you can do all kinds of really awesome stuff. Let's see, I'm pushing up, so I want that there. And I want this here. We'll do this when Steve and I'm done, I promise. I'm probably running out of time because I want to tell you so much cool stuff. Get the handle out. The other thing that might be creating a problem for you if you have bowed plates like I do, because I've used these so much, after a while they do bow, so that's why I move them around. Can you kind of see? I don't know if the camera can show you. That's like a bowl in the middle. I've used it so much. So I'm all the time switching them back and forth. So I know this is not the color I normally would use, and I would always use my applicating foam to put this on there, but I just want to show you where that is so you can see all the different places that it embossed on my piece of paper. There we go. There you go. So here's that long one that we did. There are the flowers, and there's the corner all over. So you can just emboss your whole paper however you want to. Well, I think that's about all I can show you. Check over at cropstop.com. These are not readily available everywhere. I know here where I live, there's only one place that carries them, and they're always out. So make sure you don't try and shop around. Just go to cropstop.com. She's got them there for you, and she'll get them out to you right away. You have a great day now. Bye.